Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on whereabouts in the world you are. I hope you're having a phenomenal day so far, and welcome to today's stream. We're playing some Farthest Frontier. So this is our currently weekly series of dropping by Farthest Frontier and continuing to build out New Dirtvale from a few houses and a wagon to a small hamlet and finally to a major city, hopefully. But let's get ourselves loaded up. Good morning, Lazarus. How are you? We're actually a little bit earlier than planned for starting this because we're a little bit later than planned because I had to send out a load of our Gaming Buzz mugs today. And if you'd like to pick yourself up the ultimate drinkware, then you can head on over to shop.gaming.buzz, where there are a few remaining stuff. Start the game already. I'm working on it. Here we go. This down. Oh, really? Past me was an utter. I obviously saw that raid and was like, yep, that seems like next week Flanker's problem. Hey, Mega Rage, lovely to have you here. We'll have Twitch. We're on Twitch as well, Mega Rage. So you can watch on. We agree. Past you is a well. So I was going to give you a quick tour before this place all gets burned to the ground. This is our new wood production area over here. We've got some temporary shelter, a work camp. We've got a wagon shop being built, a couple of hunters to deal with the boar and deer to the north. There's actually pretty decent numbers of both over here. We've also got our firewood splitter and a smokehouse just to complete that food chain there. And then a little bit further down, we've got our soap shop and tannery, two places you don't want to find yourself next to. And then we have a compost yard here that's doing our waste collection, that's also fertilizing our crops. We've got our first field is up and running, our second one, hopefully this year will get at least made. I've got some experimenting to try. And we've then got our root cellar at our main town centre, along with our market, basket shop, cobblers still being built. Then we've got our healer's house and shrine. So we've just got ourselves started over this way. We've got quite a lot of willow bush nearby, herbs, and I think I saw medicinal herbs down here as well, which is just phenomenal. They're normally an utter pain to find. Then we've got our expansion of town centre because we didn't want to build on this area. We're planned for here. And then come out, we've got our plank production, going to have some more wood production. And we've also got our clay deposit down here as well. We're a little bit short on labourers at the moment, not massively so. Although the raiders coming and killing all our people will probably change that pretty quickly because we have precisely 0 defences right now because I'm good at this. So, yep, streaming to both, Mango. Super helpful, whichever one you watch. If you're watching over on YouTube, we're trying to get our watch time up at the moment. I did a little over 1,000 hours last month, which is significantly less than on Twitch, but is still pretty good going. So thank you, everyone. Get 4,000 watch hours to sort out getting a share of ad revenue over. CK says, well, it's so slow this morning. I hope I can watch the stream on 360p at least. I hope so. How is your day and how is it going so far? And Fire, good morning. Lovely to have you here. How are you today? Right. I suppose we better ring the bell. Oh, they're already here. Run, you fool! No, faster than that, though. But, like, really, though. Go on. Get a wiggle on. Oh, don't run into them, you numpties. What? Where are you two going? Oh, they're going to destroy our market. Bastard. So, we've called everyone back into our town centre. Because they'll take quite a bit of damage from that. As our... Really? No, I don't want to relocate. I want to close the window and you... Alright, that's kind of frustrating. It would be super useful if you could tell your villagers to target individual people, because some of these people that are running away with our resources, and others of them are just causing damage. You have to turn FG down so you can hear a bit of flanker. If you just close your window, Braxios, you'll hear FG a little bit less. There may be some pots, kettles, and dark grey there. But whenever I want to hear FG, I just open my window and I can hear the stream. You should definitely go and check FG out. Twitch.tv/FG². And I definitely don't, Laz. No, not me. I wouldn't have CD up. Who you should also go and check out at twitch.tv/CD. CD is currently playing some Pal World. And got FG... moment. I have to give it a second between shout outs for Twitch, and then you're going to see them both again twice on Twitch, because one will go for YouTube as well. FG, there we go. And FG's playing some Eastwood. So I will put that on there. And whether you're watching on Twitch or YouTube, both are in both, I believe. And you should definitely go hugely entertaining. My fate. You really should go to sleep. I think she's well fueled. She's a grown up and can make grown up choices. I love that we raided in CD at the start of the stream, and she's like, I don't know if I can be that into this. Yeah, I've never played it before. Everyone's playing. I wouldn't normally play these sort of games that are kind of popular now, which is genuinely good advice for any streamer. Is like, do not play whatever the new hotness is, unless you are enormous, because everyone else and their dog is. And then a few hours later, just a few, CD may still be played. Don't have a huge amount of gold in, and we could transfer 50 of the pelts away. We got another trader coming at the moment. See how that goes. The raiders didn't get away with too much. We should probably start thinking about building defenses. Normally for my early villages, I tend to just make sure that my main stockpiles are close to the city centre, and then build a few towers around it. So, and then later on, when we find some more mega rocks, where we can get some decent stone, we'll begin to build some proper defense. Wow. That kind of way around. Really not very much of anything at all there. We could get a candle maker, Chandler, up and running. Any more? Oh, hang on. Okay. Probably want to get wheat. Right, we should actually look at between the fields. So this year we've got lots of food being made. Fertility, bean. Okay. So do some. Trying to work out what to do for the beginning of next year, and I think I'm going to do that, and then the year following we'll do flax, I think. The soul mix works pretty well for beans. Problem is I don't want to do too many beans. Impacts -5%. Gonna have to do some things that impact fertility in a positive way. I might just do that. So it won't produce anything, but will give us a bit of a boost to fertility for a year. And then hopefully we'll have some in your spot. Right. Underwhelming trade season for us. Short of labourers, but I might actually just game up a little. Shelter stocking. Our wooden planks are a little bit on the low side. Planks. Probably do with a little bit more housing as well. Right. What I was looking for is we need some more space to expand our housing. Isn't going to be impacted by a lot of the manufacturing around. We need lots of space because space allows us to oh dear, plan of attack was almost attacked there. Plan. Oh, less salt. Get him. Go on. Don't let that overgrown sausage get away. Right. That will get us our weaver's site. That will help us with our economy a little bit. We are desperate for population growth at the moment. But to grow the population, you need free housing, ideally more than 12 slots in your housing. And you also need over 6 months in your food store. So that's upped our housing a little bit. We could probably do with placing some more wells. That's done too. Morning, Soul. Maybe have the birds and the bees have a chat. That might help with the pop growth. Well. Just for you, Soul, I'll get some more. We need so much rock. We probably also need bricks for some of our building sites as well. Well, that's the weavers building up and running. They should have plenty of materials. I think, yeah, we got 125 flax in there. But we can't really do much more expanding without our population getting jiggy with it, or having some more inspiration, because we need more people. Currently only have 8 laborers and 4 builders. They're off getting stone. So we might build a new industrial area over here. Nice. Problem is you don't want industry too close to housing, otherwise people complain. What's our level up requirement? So we need to get 25 homesteads built and 150 pop. We've now got the housing for the 150 pop, but now we need to improve our village's loss in life. Well, we got some new immigration. We got one dude named Roland. Rollard, in fact. There we go, Braxios, you're here. The farmers whack their cows, sheep, pigs to make them help on the farm in this. I don't think so. You can get for orchards in the food production. If you have a farm, you can get you can place the animals on the orchard area and to graze, and they'll improve the soil and fertility. You can also do that to your farms as well, but they will eat the content of the farm. I know, this definitely isn't Wagley's doing. They want clothes. Clothes, shoes, and luxury items. Well, can't really afford the luxuries yet until we've got our wood solid. Don't think. Yeah, Brickyard's next level and requires either stone, either clay and it requires clay and either charcoal coal. Here you go, Brax. Just go and fight a bear. Got this. Jobs are good. Easy. Easy. Hey, Cody. How are you? Oi, can't die. We're trying to get more villagers, not less. Oh, don't dare. Don't bury him there. We've got a graveyard for that. I wasn't fighting. You were trying to make pals. Yeah, I saw you. You just beat him up a few times and then threw balls at him. And unfortunately, he died. It's an occasional side effect. Let's see what the trades have to offer. We could probably export a few of these baskets if we're quick enough. Guard of Marcoton's Blade. Sultan guards do 15% more damage. We should probably get some soldiers and all guards then. Cody says, deaded, stomachache, kept me awake all night. Oh, I'm sorry. That sucks. Not sleep well last night either. Well, mainly because I finished stream, did some stream work while watching PD, and I think, why is there really? Grass, don't cook. And then did packaging of mugs this morning. So we are up to date on all mugs at the moment. So everyone that's ordered one should have theirs within the next few days. I think most of them are gone now, which is... There we go. So we got more material for our cobblers. Should have plenty. They've got. I have to check how many shoes we're producing relative to demand. Oh, there we go. We're producing way more. Awesome. So it's just waiting for it to catch up. Let's slow down just for a sec while the traders in. Doing okay for hunting. Trying to see if there's any materials we want to buy, but they're really expensive this time. So if there's some bricks or anything, might want to spend a little. Just pocket the gold for now. Use it later for some. I would normally buy stone every time I saw it. Stone and tallow, but what I might do though is buy a couple hundred wood. Transfer that to the town storage. That should mean that it's going to relieve the pressure a little bit on the lack of people cutting down trees. Right, they're grabbing our nuts. That's get you, cabbage patch. All right, we're doing okay for getting our resources together. I think we're probably ready to do some more focused expansion. So doing that trading with the merchants means we've got a little bit of money to spend on decorations. So let's see if we can increase the desirability. So using up a bit of the stone and a bit of gold. Time to harvest a couple of these stone resources that are nearby. Not quite at the point we need the mega rock. We're getting there. Hey, Sol, always look after yourself first. I've already got one put aside for you. Whenever you are ready. There's no mad rush. Look to yourself first. Depending on whereabouts in the world you are, there is a fairly stonking discount on shipping. So the shipping, 2 seconds, I can tell. So if you're ordering from outside the UK, your shipping is in the EU. It's $5.99 anywhere. That is not what it costs to ship. It costs a lot more than that. In Canada, it's $7.99. Australia, it's $7.99, and the US, it's $8.99. And there will be some things soon TM. There needs to be a Twitch integration so people can see that someone ordered the flanker mode. Yes. The only problem is, that we need to have the API version, I believe, of the platform we're using. So the shop is currently built on Shopify. The version with APIs is £260 a month. Hey, Mark. So I might get to work on it and build something myself, or see if I can politely ask one of my team to. And hopefully there will be some more interesting stuff coming soon, TM. I just need to find some time to spend with Seacane at a time that's convenient for Seacane. I need to catch up with Slush, and I need to spend time with Plan. Ideally, all in the same place at the same time. To plan out what we're planning for the next year. Which some cool stuff. And some of that cool stuff, there will be very specific discounts for you guys. And some of it won't be available unless you are a subscriber or a long-term follower. There'll be hopefully some interesting pins. I think pins are the next thing we're working on. And I think there's actually going to be more plan pins than flanker pins to start with. Why are they being punished for your company? Because the last person I punished for my company left the country, Waggly. Oh, rude. Plan out your plan with Plan. Indeed. If you have any other suggestions for things you would like to see us work on, let us know in the emote idea. Probably the right channel, because that's where our community will be looking soon. TM. I think the next bunch of stuff is going to be stuff that is made by Gaming Buzz, or designed by the team Gaming Buzz, but will not be Gaming Buzz. World peace. Sure. I'll get right on it. Oh dear. But we're trying to only do stuff that is actually useful, actually has a shelf life, and doesn't have single-use plastic in. Next lottery numbers. If I had those, we would have a lot more merch. And I would spend even more time streaming. And there would be more Lego streams. So yeah, if I find them, I'll let you know. Thank you for subscribing on YouTube. When are you going to sell spoons for the bugs? I did think about doing spoons. I think we're going to end up with spoon badges first. So some of the things that are on the higher priority list at the moment, I think, are pin badges. We can have a look at spoons, might be a bit rough. Derp dice, both as a stress ball and some actual dice. You can have world peace, not too hard to achieve. I can offer world peace on another world, like ours. Yep, reasonable. Cody says more Lego, yes, but for me, you can't stick a pin in my weapons. Might do a we may have a stream that might only be on Discord, talking through our options for like merch for the next. Our plan is to do it, like, if we're doing it, do it well and make cool stuff that you guys would actually want, and at a reasonable price you can actually afford, while also making enough of a margin to be able to pay the Gaming Buzz team. Because yes, pay the Gaming Buzz team and our server bill, but I'd take one or the other. You stop work and just play CK3. I'm not sure I'd notice the difference, says Braxius. Waggly's off to take over the world. Waggly, what is are you working all day today? All day? Oh, I've just realised. Or just say no to everyone till 6. I'm totally not easily influenced at all, and was totally not just looking at PD stream, be like, well, we could move things around a bit today. We could, we could do some Power World instead of one of our other games. RCP services. Here we got the resource for that. That should improve happiness a little bit. You need to make people more happy. More happy is more good. Proves a bit. You're allowed to skip work today to go on a protest. Flanker easily influenced. Really? Hey, Flanker, want to play a one-shot CK3 game? Well. Problem is, the schedule is already full today of community games. Things that people have asked for. Just a heads up, the game's a little bit later on today. I think I put it in Discord. But we've got our First Play Friday slot, which we have, I think, 20-something games we've been offered in the last couple of weeks. So I was going to check out United 1944. And there's a tram simulator that seems chilled. Or we do our armoring a little bit later on tonight. And yeah, I can run through the others. You got. Winter is coming. Our food stores are looking okay though. Much meat, very yes. Look at those nuts. More nuts. Probably work on getting a dairy. Not in Africa again. Ooh, I'm gonna have to move some of our gold. Town store out of our trading. I love that the salt did all the hard work there. And then along comes Mabara and just like does the last little stab. Oh, and we've got, it looks like Stellaris won the poll, so it looks like we have Stellaris starting this weekend for our weekly 4x/strategy slot, which is the slot between 5 and 8 Monday. I helped, right? had to do. I think I've got a not great way. One moment. That right. It will at least make a noise. Oh, only 69 are fit to work. We need to upgrade some more of our housing. We're currently at 13 out of 25 homesteads built. We need to improve the desirability. Festival pole is up, so that might help a bit. We've got plenty of planks, which is one of the materials used to upgrade the housing. I suppose we could try and offer more services. Monthly cost is brutal on it, though. What are the other needs? Luxury. We could probably do some of that. Where problem is with us being so low on villagers. Actually, I don't think we can do that because I think that is our furniture workshop there. Let's get the Flankers Academy of Learning good. Set up there. Will there be a schedule change when Manor released? Like instead of Murder Monday or Tactical Tuesday, Manor month every month? It's actually kind of up to you guys. Manor is... Hang on a second. I need to check what I'm... I need to check a few things. Let me take me a moment. There is a pretty good chance that I will play Manor Lords. For a few reasons. One, it looks pretty cool. Two, it's published by Hooded Horse. We have a pretty good relationship with Hooded Horse. So, and they are the publisher of a lot of my current favourite games. So, there's a very high chance. Of some Manor Lords. Cattle are just way too expensive. Oh, but that tallow buying all of. Lost due to heat stress. It's raining. What other amenities put here that don't have a monthly bill? Probably not our most sound financial decision, but let's get some fish. Ah, hang on. Candles count as a luxury, don't they? We could build a candle shop. Doesn't seem to have any real adverse effect on the desirability. Then we need to find what else we can make this area more desirable. Need more food time. We have lots of... I mean, we just bought a load of fish. We haven't actually found any fish yet. You know what? Let's do something silly. Let's go exploring. Outside. Ah, how expensive is it to have our relief? Do that as well. It doesn't cost us a fortune. That actually gives a little bit of a boost that might help our housing a bit more. Our happiness up. Our villagers are pretty happy now. Not bad. Suppose we could build a otter. Gonna build a potter, it should probably be. Leave a potter up. Firewood. Firewood and water. Doesn't seem to have any adverse reaction on desirability. Cool. Oh, we're being raided. Damn it. I did not see us being notified of a raid. Did I just miss that, chat? Or did we just not get notified? I seem to have bimbled off. Ah, I think it's because we walked around this area. So if we started excavating that, oh, that looks suspiciously like a mega rock. Well, it's a not bad rock. Blows nuts. Point flanker? Why? Well, there is actually a tree behind. Yeah. Durability 23%. That should go up as soon as we get the shrine building. Let's tell them to get a wiggle on. So while there are no traders there, I'm just going to keep stocking up on resources that we may want to sell. Oh, so there's a lot of people already ranting because the game has combat in it. For me, that's something that's needed. Yeah, peaceful medieval city builders. There are enough of those that I want fancy knights, archers and stuff. I'll say the old Settlers games are the right balance of combat economy for me. Yeah, they were far more... I would say the old Settlers games are a bit like Northgard, just real combat games. Settlers 3 was one of my favourite games. I played a lot of hours of that game. So between us getting this building up and running, and getting this building up and running, we should have more luxuries and more religion. You're in the process of trying to get S3 stable on the PC before it broke. Yeah, Settlers. The thing is, a lot of those games are... I think we're going to go through a period where games are just getting harder and harder to play because you're going to have to actually emulate PCs. I'd be down for it. The only problem is when any... Because we played the Settlers... what's the new one called? New Allies? Settlers 3 is probably a little old because it runs into the Space Marine problem, right? Where you... Like, as a community game, it doesn't... Works okay once it's up and running, but you have to spend hours and hours doing tech support to help people who haven't read instructions figure out how to get into a game. Which isn't particularly entertaining to watch, and... Yes. And then people get frustrated that they can't figure it out. And like... The, that's just the game part. Like you say, the LAN part. Walking people through how to create a virtual LAN. Not so much. Right now, Settlers 3, Ubisoft sells as multiplayer support for it. Hang on. Does it actually work with multiplayer support, though? There's like... I suppose a lot of the stuff on GOG. Settlers 3 History Edition or Settlers 3 Ultimate Collection. I am looking now. The Settlers 3 Ultimate Collection on GOG is like £2.19. That's £1.87 for History Edition. This is general information. Got Battle Eye installed. Excellent. Does say Windows 10 for the history. I tell you what. Give me a moment. I will buy a copy and check it out. Oh, I get that, but if the version on GOG is without multiplayer, well, it says it works on Windows 7, 8, 10, 11. Let me see. Second. Right, I think I've already got it. I've also got SWAT 2, 3, and 4 in my library as well. Settlers 3 Ultimate. I paid a lot more than it's on sale for at the moment. I still have this. Oh, the Ubisoft price is currently a few quid. £1.87 on Ubisoft. For their history collection. The Ultimate Collection on GOG is I saw it a second ago. £2.19. Released on June 1st, 2000. Wow, that game is only a year or two old. Be fine. Yeah, that's yeah, that's what I'm saying, Macta. It is about, it's within 50 pence, 50 cents of each other on GOG and Ubisoft. if I have sudden derps, maybe. All right, Settlers 3's installed. I'll maybe offer it as an option for next Throwback Thursday. I'll jump in. Check first. Problem is just the time. You did. I've got the GOG version, which is currently $2. I might give it a go on Thursday. The problem is, like, really, I know I joke about it a lot, but I'm actually massively behind on. I don't know, Laz. That's what we're taking. I don't know if it is still a mod. So I will take a look, because if it's not, if it requires like a virtual LAN and stuff to work, we're not doing, because in the nicest way possible, I love you guys, but I'm not doing tech support. That is where I draw the line. And it might not even run properly. I mean, it just opened up. It's 32-bit. It looks like they say they've dated it, but and it may be only one of the versions currently has online multi, or none of them without having a version. You ask, I will check it out, but promising. I did the GOG version. Really, game? I know the devs are still working on this, but I really they would stop the Ah, that's interesting. Okay, well, that is the most. That's funny. 1 second. I need to do a thing. Are you winning? Well, find out soon. That one. Sorry. The thing I was doing was this thing. GOG's had their own launch for a while, Laz. GOG Galaxy was the original one to try and bring all of the different launchers together. You could play any of your games from it. But it is as helpful as like realistically, guys, when people complain about launchers, I do get it. But the launchers are maximum 100 meg most of the time. And they keep your games up to date. And as much as it might be unpopular to say it, even Ubisoft's launcher is worth having. Because the alternative is that everything is on Steam and developers keep getting screwed for 30%. So competition is good. More competition is more good for everyone. And like it amazes me how much resistance people have to installing a launcher. Like Epic has literally given away thousands of games. Wow, how do I install a launcher? Every game used to come with a launcher. Literally every one before Steam existed. Yeah, you literally don't have to use the GOG. And most of the others have only bought good things. Don't get me wrong, I think the UX could do with some work on some of them. But I think GOG's is pretty solid all around. You have to install the game anyway, Laz, and it's one installer package. I literally installed it in less than 60 seconds while we were talking about Settlers. I did not have it installed on this PC, so the grand total of 267 of your finest megabytes. Settlers. Imaflanker with 1 terabyte internet connection. I wish I had that. There is literally synchronous fiber at the end of the street we're living on at the moment. It is, I can see it from my front door. Will they install it to me? Will they heck? Fire says, I don't care for multiple launches when I want to play a game. I know how to launch it. It's the same amount of clicks. For most Ubisoft titles using their own launcher, it's less clicks because you need the launcher anyway to start the game. Yeah. We're thinking about Daft, but I don't know whether it works. We were just discussing. I will test it. If it tests go well, we might do it on the third. Absolutely. Got anything? Let's sell that hunt. It's our opportunity to enrich ourselves a little bit. Get some extra basic materials, which is always handy. What's the reason for them extending the fibre to your street? Honestly, just cost. Like the you need street works cost a huge amount of money. Like, no matter how you cut it. So they're ideally looking to try and get on a street of, you know, 100 or so houses. They want at least 30 or 40 demanding it before it's worth rolling out to the street. And you want long-term retention. So they've probably got a plan to put it down this street at some point. And they probably ran it for a specific development or something, which the reason it's literally the end of my street that they stopped at is because I think there was a couple of businesses there that would have paid a bit more for it. New merchant has arrived. You want to remember to sell. Much. Transfer that. Keep selling them as many herbs as waiting to buy. Because for once we're actually in a pretty good position for. Yeah, I mean, I had a friend. It's better now, but I had a friend that lived in the very heart of a city and could not get broadband because the technology that was being used to deliver broadband at the time was based on distance from the exchange, and his next door neighbor had like high speed for the time internet and he couldn't get it at all. No option at all for any sort of broadband at all. If we can get his last few bucks off. That'll be great. That sucks. I guess there has to be an arbitrary cut off somewhere, though. Yeah, a lot of the time it's just either technology limitations or if the cable's not in the ground, which is why it infuriates me that new build houses aren't required by law to have fiber connections to the property. Because the infrastructure is super cheap to put it in right away. Is super not cheap to go back and put it in later. I'm still not catching up on the clothes. Plenty of soap now. Sounds like your grandparents' cable company said, hey, we plan to increase the internet speed to every house in the area for free. And he was like, no. Now it costs €5,000 to connect the house to fiber. Yeah, like one of the things that's really difficult in the UK, like in cities, you can be really lucky and have multiple networks. So you're very likely in most major cities to have a cable provider, someone like Virgin Media, who use DOCSIS, or the BT copper loop, which is slowly moving to digital and fiber optic, which a lot of the other companies, there'll be like 30 companies saying provide broadband. There's cables in the ground. You are slowly in cities even seeing more people put fiber in the ground as well, so rather than using copper loop. Thank goodness, immigration. That's what we were aiming for. You're actually starting to see more companies put more stuff in the ground. Cool. You know what? I'm going to buy 10 pairs of shoes because we're not exactly poor right now. See how quickly they get used up. Normally it'd be a net shoe water. Online multiplayer, you need your serial number. Give me a sec. I say it shouldn't be a problem. Hang on. You might hear lots of noises for a second. Big mic. Well, my PC did not love that. One moment. Move the game over to the wrong screen. There we go. Yeah, I'm down for a daft. We just have to pick what other thing's not going to happen. Could be a good Sunday night option. Soul says the serial number thing's irrelevant because it's just trying to connect to the old lobby servers anyway and don't exist. And the GOG version is indeed a VLAN. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. That I'm not doing. And that's not GOG's fault, to be clear. That is either game devs not keeping their servers up, or a lot of game devs building for Steam. Reason lots of games that you would like to play will not play multiplayer is because they didn't build multiplayer, they just used a Steam server. And when that gets deprecated, well, give me a second. I'll try the other version. Where's... It'll only take me a moment. It's currently a grand total of £1.87 on. So is the original Settlers is £1.07, and Settlers 4 is £1.87. All right. Well, now I just end up spending money with Ubisoft. That's not what I expected to do. Yeah, if you've bought from GOG, you will have a serial number, Les. 1, 2. Right, Settlers 1 through 4. So from 1993 to 2002, 2003. £5.88. I was just trying to remember how to find it myself. So I think you go to your GOG account on a browser rather than getting it through Galaxy. I'm checking it now. Yeah, that's the reason I wouldn't be doing VLAN. Right there. Okay, so if you go to your GOG account, go to Games, and then click More on the right-hand side, there's a bit that says Serial Keys. Yeah, that was my theory too, Daft. I'm just checking now. Oh, Rainbow Six Vegas on sale. That's Vegas and Vegas 2 are two of my favorite games. Plan and I used to play that all the time. Great stress relief. Yeah, 70. 5% off till the 7th, I think. Tom Clancy's End War. Oh, Assassin's Creed Unity. See, this is dangerous because I'm just going to go through and play Assassin's Creed. Oh, the Settlers New Allies Deluxe Edition is on sale on Ubi as well. It's £23.10 rather than 70 quid. Which is the latest one, which I've thoroughly enjoyed playing that. Settlers New Allies with a New Allies with a disappointment. I quite enjoyed it. Like once they got it working, it's fine. It's not 70 quid's worth of fine. 20 odd quid's worth of fine. I think it might be. We bought the Ultimate Edition of Valhalla yesterday for €25. I'm picking it up at the moment. So having to do multiple two-factor authentication. Done. Oh, sorry, that's my PC making noises because I'm trying to check this. Really? That is Ubisoft Connect. Ubisoft Connect does. All of these notifications are all Ubisoft Connect. To be fair, I haven't opened it since I think you and I last played Settlers New Allies, so Oh, I forgot X-Defiant was a thing. I have to try and play a bit more of that. Back out, and not sure if it is yet. Wow, the history edition's much bigger, which hopefully means they've updated some textures. Yeah, it was Settlers 3 that I've just played hours and hours and hours. Settlers on Ubisoft is 1.25 gig. Last change they made in 2019. Oh no. Yeah, 2019. Looks like he's got multiplayer. Because they made some bug fixes. Give me a second. Let me actually check. Yes, you off. I know. Want to connect to the internet. That mean flanker won't let you. Alright, it's got a launcher they've built for it. Farthest Frontier is a pretty game. It really is. A second. It looks like there's at least multiplayer on here. Whether it is online multiplayer, I would hope it. Yeah. Time for the U launcher and using the UB link. Gotta go for a full-on sellout. I was laughing earlier at the commission, like the partner rate that Ubisoft pays. But then realised that whatever it is, it's higher than Steam. So yes. So Ubisoft good? Right. We're 2 homesteads off. So there's 2 homes here that are not aesthetically appealing. Oh, there's 2 here as well. These ones may be easier to get upgrades on. Hang on. Decorations. I think that should push it over the top. Because we just need 2 of these shelters to upgrade. Ubisoft lesser evil, not good. Yeah, that sounds more. You know, a game's old when they don't have scroll wheel support. Yep. Yep. Well, hopefully we get to dump that on that field. Ability on this field's not bad. Herbs, medicinal root. Does mean we're going to have to leave this area clear though, because otherwise we'll lose all that. Oh, we haven't even looked around to see what's around us. So, more stone, more cabbage. Ooh. That is almost a mega rock. 200 stone. Oh. Let's see what the merchants. Super tempting just to buy all of that stone. But, well, actually, we could sell 100 of that soap. Try and keep more soap than we have pop in stock, but at that kind of price, we might just sell some. We've got loads of tallow, loads of herbs. We could scale up soap production. Yeah, honestly, that's the reason I use MFA with apps versus I avoid MFA with SMS wherever I can possibly. fell too much lower. 2,000 gold, 200 planks. Well, we finally have spare clothes. That's good news. We've been short on those for ages. Atlas 3 is 1.25 gig. Yeah, the version on... That's what I was saying before, Laz. The version on GOG is 267. The version on... much big. Gives me some level of hope. What? Hang on a minute. Instant profit. One of them, we were already making good money on selling soap. So unless there's anything else we want to buy from him. Trying to get some of our money back from the... Final few transfers there. That should almost get us to the point we need to be. Go to do the upgrade. Ah, no. Thinking Raiders. We're actually short of food. Get him. Hopefully that'll reset all of it, because... Oh, we need to grab these nuts. Time to have some Raiders' tears indeed. Anyone actually going to go and help? We literally have a doctor's there. Couple of extra jobs on the saw pit as well. It says no gold storage, but actually there's plenty of gold storage if you just give it 12 more ticks. You found a Lego set you don't open. Building time. Ooh, which Lego set? Thousand at 200 play. Or the Tranquil Gardens, pigs in the Discord. Really nice set. I nearly picked that up the other week. Hey Russ. Game's up. Russ turns up and then a building catches fire. Coincidence? Are you planning on joining us for Staris, Russ? Hey Slush, how are you? Lovely to have you here. Slush, the incredibly talented. Just behind many of our emotes. I need to speak to you about emotes and a mass redesign. Yes. Now the mugs are out there and we've gone to the effort of setting up the store. We're planning on doing some pins. Yes. Also, slash Seacane, we need to get together IRL for some board game. Plan and I may be playing quite a lot of Dorfromantic. Russ says my mug should be here in 3 or 4 hours. If you could share how it arrives, bud, in Discord without doxing yourself. So yeah, remove the address label. I'd really appreciate it. And thank you again for picking it up, mate. Because the mugs will hopefully be enough that we can pay for some more art, which will be enough to make the pins, which will be enough to pay some more art. Get to keep supporting awesome artists and our Gaming Buzz journalists like Seacane, our editor. Also, you have a crate given you with a keyboard in it. Is that because you've written a review of a keyboard and would like to get another crate with another keyboard? We have quite a few keyboards. What were the cardboard-looking things you posted pics of yesterday? Those are the handmade seals that went on all of the boxes. So any branded element you see in that box was made by my own fair hand. So when they're terrible, you can just blame Flanker. That is what I was writing on sorry, that's what I was making while we were playing CK3 yesterday. That is real. If you speak to Marat, you have too. You've also not written reviews. Yeah, if you speak to Morass, we'll probably get it picked up for you locally and drop it over at the storage. Yes. I think CK's written for you. CK's got the pop keyboard. I believe Superboy's written some reviews. I think Plan's written some. That is next on my list of things to do, is to chase up and get new kit out to everyone. Well, I say next on my list of things to do. It's on my list. The long list. Where do you find out about the bugs? On Discord in the announcement section, and they are available for anyone to buy at shop.gaming.buzz. There was a big announcement thingy and some sorry, brain not working, and some posts in the announcements channel. Are those the bugs that don't let the heat out at all, even a little? Yeah, they are pretty good at keeping hot things hot. So much so, I've drank warm coffee. They're that good. This is about idea to do before Farming Friday, but I got a game of Fragile Legions. I love that game so much. I wish it was more stable so I could stream it. That is one of my all-time favorite games, Fragile Legion. Give me a sec. Hang on. I'll let's correct the go, because if I don't, we won't have any. I think. Uh, 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 need to do that. Go. That's crazy. Your coffee being anything above room temp, indeed. Okay. Oh, and I've just realised. Do the sellout thing. There it is for those that are watching on YouTube. And in fact, I should really add it down in the description down below. Right, we have done an achievable. Huzzah! If I speed this up fast enough, we'll have done an achievable before we switch over to our next game, which is we have lots on the schedule for today, which you can find all of in the community Discord at discord.gg/Imaflanker. So we're doing Farthest Frontier Farming Sim, Satisfactory and Factory Friday, I think. Then we have First Play Friday, where we're going to be playing, I think, United 1944 and a couple of other games. So, yes, lots on today. And then a little bit later on, we've got Freedom Fighting Friday. You can join us on the Arma 3 anti-starter game. Fishing Friday when? I mean, you can ask for it. There is a poll up every week now on what next week's games are. So. Huzzah! More people wish to join our town. But they view our town as being a little dull. But a theatre would certainly liven things up. Got a theatre to help satisfy the villagers' entertainment needs and attract new villagers. What I'd like to do first is sort out our food, because we are now at a bit of a problematic point. Going to be doing a bit of starving. Oh, everyone. I was saying do 12 by 3, but that's not a size that will let you do. Fields need to be a minimum of 5 wide. Oh, we can upgrade our roads. So I don't want to upgrade all of them straight away. But let's make sure that some of our longest roads going to our main production upgrade path. That massively increases how fast our villagers travel. Okay. Imaflanker sitting on a processed tree. Fishing. I think Lonewood, the Russian fishing simulator he kept wanting me to play. Bold of you to assume I'm in a game and not we rent a fishing boat. I don't think I've... in my adult life, I have never been... Being as the old world has just been released by Games Workshop. And I bought myself new paints. Which is the first stage to addiction. I'll just get some paints. I haven't used my... I'll get myself some new ones. The speed painting one. Oh, I'll pick some of those up. You've never been fishing reality, but mentally I'm there. I guess here, sniffing those is not good for you. Well, it's on my review list to look at these paints because they're not by someone I've bought. I don't think they even existed when which paints? I will show you. Stuck it in pictures. They're from the Army Painter and they're the speed paints. Because I also have lots of tabletop miniatures to paint from board games as well. So Army Painter bring out a new range that looks pretty damn good. One of the yellow paints has smooth coverage of 1 or 2 coats even after thinning. That's really impressive. Yeah, I am looking forward to giving their stuff a go. Moment. Yeah, I went into Firestorm Games and was like, downside to speed paints, you have to be accurate. Speed, they're good. Yeah, I am very out of practice. That said, like, if you get a package from Gaming Buzz and you see a little green dot between the gaming and the buzz, that's because that's painted on with an ink pad in the middle of the other ink pad. The accuracy I can, well, used to be able to. But to be fair, I haven't painted a mini in like I think maybe 10 years. I'm going to be very out of practice. Well, I mean, all you do is take the top off the paint and then dunk the marine in, isn't it? Allow to drip dry. Yeah, I got some of the speed paints, and I was having a look at some of the other options of painting, just because it's like interesting. The Citadel's paints have always been really, really good. Best. I still have some of the hexagonal paints. Because when they changed from the hexagonal to the original rebrand of the Citadel paints and the Stumpy Pop, I bought on essentially with some level of staff discount. They actually had a sale as well, so I got ridiculous prices. Oh, I am actually late switching over. I do apologize. Yeah, the white flexible pot. You even have a pot full of paint that's still good. Yeah. Those are the ones I've got, Harry. Somewhere. Probably in storage. Right. Okay. For those watching on Twitch, we're just going to do a switch over. So be saving up our village here. Go. And then we'll be switching over to our community farming sim 22. But all you need to do is stay exactly where you are. I'll put some music on as we transition over. For those on YouTube, there is already a stream up for the farming sim 22. Most welcome to join us on over there and join us in the game as well. Just head on over to the Discord, discord.gg/Imaflanker. If you are watching on YouTube, if you can do liking and subscribing it. But I will leave you with some cool music from Monster Cat, and I'll be back in a few moments.
I've been drinking Kool-Aid, cameras like I did when I was 9, 'cause I like to pretend that I haven't lost